So here is Clover Health, CLOV. This finishes at $9.01 today. That is up 10.82%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here's AMC. This finishes at $33.07 today. That is up 4.82%. No specific news to justify the price action today, so it just seems like more volatile trading. Nothing new for AMC. So right now this does appear like a cup and handle is forming. Top of the cup being 62 and the bottom of the cup being 29. So hopefully 29 is the bottom and we will start to see a reversal soon. No guarantees, but this is a bullish indicator. Possible cup and handle forming. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 34.90 and 32. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 34.90, 37.60, 40.25, 41.90, 44.60, 47.90, 51, 55.10, 58, 62.30, 64.80, 68.70, and then the all-time high of 72.62. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 32, 28.70, 25.80, 20.25, 17.40, 16.30, and then $14. And there is a good amount of support below 14, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Right now, with this current price, $33, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect some pretty extreme price action either way this goes. But, this is nothing new. This is AMC. You guys know how it goes. So the RSI is currently at 43, which is a little bit undervalued. According to the RSI, this is probably supposed to be worth a little bit more than it currently is right now. It did 71 million in volume today, which is average. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long right here, not financial advice, but this does seem like a pretty good entry. Not saying that $33 is a good entry, but looking at the chart, if this is a cup and handle, then 29 would be the bottom. So 33 wouldn't be such a bad entry here. Personally, I wouldn't pay $33 for AMC, but you guys probably like the stock a lot more than I do, so I can't blame you if you want to go long here at 33. I would support that just looking at the technical analysis. And I guess if it goes down to 29, you can average down. But if it breaks 29, that's going to be really, really bad. Now, if you want to go short, I wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend that for the same reasons I just said about going long. This looks like a possible cup and handle. So 29 looks like the bottom here. Looks like there's a lot of upside potential. You don't want to get caught if/when this is on its way to the upside. Then you'll be losing a lot of money. And it really doesn't appear that this is going to go that much further down, at this very moment at least. Looks like some pretty strong support holding at 29. So it's possible this is going to keep going down, but I think with the data we have here, it's a little bit too risky to take a position going short right now. Could pay off really big, but personally, I wouldn't do it. The graph looks pretty bullish. Not saying 29 is the bottom, but it has some pretty strong support there. I guess if you want to go short, do it at your own risk. It could work out, but I wouldn't recommend that. So, congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC. So here is Clover Health, CLOV. This finishes at $9.01 today. That is up 10.82%. So we had earnings on this one, so let's take a look at that. So they reported quarterly sales of $412.5 million, which beat the estimate of $205 million. So they beat the estimate by over double. Very, very impressive there. Says they had a quarterly loss of $317.6 million. And in terms of revenue, they did $1.5 billion, which beat the estimate of $811 million. Very good earnings for Clover. I think no one really expected that. At first it was a total meme stock, and now it seems like they're actually doing some pretty good business. So very surprising. I don't think anyone expected that, the apes or the institutions. So this does appear like a possible cup and handle. Top of the cup being, well, it could be a number of prices here. It could be 28.85, it can be 28, it can be 25, or it can be 22, or maybe even 18. Don't know how high the cup goes, but this does look like a cup and handle forming here. And the bottom of the cup would be $8. Looks like there's some pretty strong support at $8. Tested that a couple of times, could not break it, and it does appear like we are reversing right now. Okay, so right now this is sitting on the support of $9, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 980, 1030, 1080, 1130, 1170, 1250, 1330, 14, 1450, 1490, 1550, 16, 1685, 18, 22, 25, 28, and then the all-time high, 28.85. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $8.50, $8, $7.20, $6.80, and then the low of $6.30. So right now, at this current price, $9, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a decent amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks $16, the channel starts to open up and get pretty wide. So if/when this breaks $16, expect an extreme amount of price action to the upside. RSI is currently at 51, so that is pretty average. So according to the RSI, $9 seems to be pretty fair market value. And this did 147 million today, which is pretty significant volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, this seems like a pretty good entry. It appears that $8 was the bottom, so you already missed that. But still, $9 is near the relative bottom. So I really can't blame you if you want to enter here. Like I said, possible cup and handle forming, a lot of upside potential here, and a lot of short squeeze potential. So if you want to go long, I support it. And if it pulls back, you can just average down. I really don't think this is going to go below $8. Really strong support there. Now, if you want to go short, I wouldn't do that, and I do not recommend that for the same reasons I just said. $9 is near the relative low, and $8 seems to be the bottom. So if you short here at $9, you're not going to make that much money. You'd be shorting for crumbs, and you're putting yourself at a lot of risk because there's a lot of upside potential here, and the apes really like this stock. So shorting here would be a high risk, low reward play. So it really doesn't make too much logical sense to go short here. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is Clover Health, CLOV. Okay, here is Palantir, PLTR. This finishes at $24.89 today. That is up 11.36%. So we had earnings on this, so let's take a look at that. So we got an upgrade here from Jefferies. They have a $30 price target. So they reported EPS of 4 cents per share, which beat the estimate of 3 cents per share. And they reported quarterly sales of 376 million, which beat the estimate of 353 million. So they beat revenue and they beat on EPS. Very good earnings. So that's probably the biggest reason why it pumped so hard today. So let's analyze this. So it looks like we have a possible cup and handle here. Top of the cup being around 27.50 and the bottom being around 21. This does appear to be bullish right now. This will probably go back to 27.50 to complete the cup. So short term, that's a bullish indicator. We also have a gap down way back here in February. This gap down at 31, and that never filled. That's another bullish indicator. That's telling us that this is likely to come back up to 31 eventually to fill the gap. Can't say how long, but this should come back up to 31 eventually. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 25.50 and 24.25. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 25.50, 26.30, 27.40, 28.25, 29.30, 31.25, 32.50, 34.25, 36, 39.40, 42.20, and then the high of 45. Now if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 24.25, 23.40, 22.10, 20.80, 19, 17.90, 17, 16, 14, 12, 11, 10, and then the low of 890. So the RSI is currently at 64. So a little bit above average, but nothing to be concerned about just yet. And this did 189 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So it does appear like we also have a small gap up today at 23. So that's a bearish indicator. That's telling us that this is likely to come back down to 23 eventually to fill that gap. So if you want to go long, honestly, I would hold off right now. I do think Palantir is a good hold for the long term, but here at this current price, 25, and we do have the gap up at 23. So I do think this is going to come back to 23, at least. Even if this does run to the upside, the most it's probably going to go is 27.50 to fill the cup. I would just hold off right now. You should be able to get this at a better price. Maybe 22.20 or even 21, the bottom of the cup. Now, if you want to go short, I wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend that. I do think it's coming back to 23, but I don't really think the risk is worth the reward here. You know, the apes really like this stock. The institutions are starting to jump in, and this really shouldn't go below 21. So you can make a decent amount of money here, but I don't think it's worth the risk of this moving to the upside and you being squeezed out. A 10% gain at most is not really worth losing a lot of money over. So I think there are way better shorting opportunities in the market, and this is not one of them. So I don't recommend going short. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is PLTR Palantir. So here is MMAT Metamaterials. This finishes at $3.37 today. That is down 7.42%. At the time of recording this, the earnings have not come out yet, so we'll have to see how that affects the stock price. So first of all, I see a gap down at 14, so that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that this is likely to come back up to 14 at some point eventually to fill this gap. Now, honestly, that might be a while. Eventually, this should come back to 14. And we do have a possible cup and handle forming here. Top of the cup being around $20. The bottom of the cup being around $3, maybe $3.15-ish. It does appear like $3.15 has some pretty strong support. Looks like the bottom. And hopefully we will start to see a reversal soon. But that is another bullish indicator. Possible cup and handle here. Alright, so right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 360 and 315. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 360, $4, $4.50, $5.20, $5.65, $6.65, $7.40, $7.90, $8.50, $9.70, $10.70, $11.50, $14, $16.10, $17.80, $20, and then the all-time high, $21.76. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $3.15, $2.65, $1.60, 85 cents, and then the low of 40 cents. And right now at this current price, $3.37, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized. So expect a good amount of price action until, if/when, this hits $11.50. Then the channels start to open up and get really wide. So if/when this hits $11.50, there's going to be extreme price action to the upside. So the RSI is currently at 41. So that is a little bit below average. And this did 12.5 million in volume today, which is significant volume. So the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, but I would support that. This current price, $3.37, seems like a really good entry. The bottom was around $3.15, so you missed that, but $3.37, really not too far off from that. So you would be catching this at a relative low here, near the bottom. And we do have the gap down at 14, so this could go back to 14. All bullish and neutral indicators here, no bearish indicators. So this does appear like a pretty good long play here. Low risk, high reward. Now, if you want to go short, I wouldn't do that, and I do not recommend that. For the same reasons just stated, no bearish indicators, just bullish and neutral indicators. This is already near the relative bottom. So if you were to take a short position, there's really not too much money to be made at all. And there's a lot of upside potential. You would be putting yourself at risk of getting squeezed here. Going short is a high risk, low reward play here. And that's not really smart. So I wouldn't do that, and I do not recommend that. Sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is MMAT Metamaterials. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.